Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you my first YouTube video. It's me building a Raleigh Classic bike. It's only the build though. I kind of want to show you how I do the whole process when I clean the parts, how I find the bikes. But this is it, my first YouTube video. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the frame. It's a Raleigh Royal, made with Renault 531. Got the sticker here. The paint job is pretty nice. What I've done is I've basically polished it. I like to keep the paint job original. It's really nice. Got the chrome stays with central dropouts. Got a sale number here. That was, I don't know, I think maybe the previous owner had it registered somewhere. Same for the fork, it's also 531, and also got chrome that is really in really good state. Also got central, I think here. Yeah, also central dropouts. Head badge from Raleigh. So yeah, all pretty much all original from what I have. There's a few parts I've changed, but I'll show you the whole process. Okay, so let's start with the headset. So it's all clean. Just putting some grease here. I use like Parktool grease, the blue one. I think it's called HPG1, something like that. But the ball bearing, they're all clean. I've changed the bearings, so they're all nice and smooth. Same for the top one. There you go. Put the washer. And this bike is center pull brake, so I have to put this part that's gonna hold the brake cable. Perfect. Needs to feel like smooth, with no play and no grinding. So usually after I've done the headset, I do the bottom brackets. So what I'm doing here is just putting some copper slip grease, just like prevent water from getting in, and also, you know, seize bottom bracket, which can be an absolute pain. That's the bottom bracket. So it is a tonge, I guess. It's beautiful, honestly. Such in good condition. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna install that. It's made in Japan, good quality parts. So same as usual, I'm gonna grease it. Same grease. Ball bearing in. More grease, because grease is life. So we start with the drive side, which has a fixed cap that is screwing counterclockwise. Okay, that's good. All right. Before we install the axle, we'll have to check the length of it. You can see this is shorter on this side and it's longer on this side. So this side is going to be on the drive side, because the crankset is going to go in, so you need a bit more space for it. Sometimes you can play with changing the side if you have a chain line alignment, but usually I will start like that. Put that in. So adjustable cup, screw clockwise for British standard. And same as the headset, you want it like tight, but not like scratching, you know. So you have to do it by feel. It's pretty good, it's not moving. Put the lock ring in. Hold this cup really like so it doesn't move, and then tighten this cup. Like that. That's it. For next, we're going to install the handlebar. So the handlebar are those really nice Sakai Road Champion. They came with the bike, and what is cool about them, they're like proper round runners. So like they flare a tiny bit up and they flare a tiny bit outside. Stem is a SR forged. Same, pretty standard for them era. Really nice. Copper slip grease. You really don't want those things to like seize, because it's a nightmare to get those out, and you want to, you know, you want this bike to be serviceable in the future. Put it about here. Just get that. Next, gonna do seat posts. Same treatment. Grease on it. Always grease your seat post. Seat post in. There you go. Align it. Got this beautiful original Brook saddle on it, which is lovely. And next we're gonna install the cable hanger for the rear. Same original part. So that goes through this. Get that branded Raleigh bolt. Let's install the crankset. Really nice crankset. This is not original. I swapped it. It was also a 50.4 BCD triple. So the rings are original. It's just the arm. I've used the original arm for one of my bike. It was a bit more modern, but it was still I think it was a Sugino PX, I think. But I'm putting this strong light. Same. I mean, it's gonna look the parts. It's really nice. It's a French crankset that I converted the threads to English, so I can fit pretty much like any pedals I want. Nice and tight. Go. I must have some caps somewhere. I'm gonna check. Sadly, none of my caps fits because, again, French standard. Basically, this area is slightly wider than the standard for all the other bikes, so I guess I'll have to 3D print some or just leave it like that. Look at that, nice and smooth. We are now going to install the, basically it's a wheel tensioner? I'm not sure how it's called. It's basically allowing the wheel to sit perfectly in the dropouts. You only find those on high-end, usually like frames. At the end, just put this tiny little cap. The same for the other side. Gonna install the brakes. Those are Weinmann 610. Very common brakes, but they work super well. I actually forgot, I'm gonna install mudguards too, so let me get the mudguards. So sadly, the mudguards that came with the bike were a bit too destroyed. They were like blue nails, but I bought those SKS chromoplastics. There's obviously millions of parts when you buy mudguards, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm gonna install those offline. Okay, back to where we were. So now I have the mudguards. I'm gonna remove this. So this goes in. Then the curve washer. And then that goes in. Like that. Oh God. I hate installing mudguards. They are a pain. They are great, but they are a pain to install. Okay, those look pretty good. Stays. God. There's just too many like moving parts on mudguard. That's why it's always a bit of a pain. But we're getting there. There we go. So I got my wheel. Let's see if it fit. Suspect it won't. No, it does. Oh, it does actually really nicely. Okay, well, let's install the wheel and then we can adjust the mudguards. Okay. So now I'm just gonna adjust the mudguards. So, and basically what I'll do after is cut the excess. I think we're good. See? No touching. Beautiful. Okay, let's install the rear mudguards. This. Putting a 7-speed cassette freewheel. So okay. For the derailleur, I have this. It's beautiful, completely polished. It's a Huret, Zax Huret, or maybe just Huret. 1985. It didn't come with that bike, but the one that was with this was like those replacement that bike shop replaced. This is much nicer, and the group set is Huret, so this is gonna look really nice. And for the front, same, Zax Huret. That one came with the bike, and as you can see, that's a triple. Just enough gap here, about like 3 mil. Brake levers. Weinmann 2 came with the bike. To align the levers, what I do is use a ruler and align the bottom of the brake, the bottom of the bars, and maybe a bit higher. Let's use like a, I'm using a handlebar here, but something straight, and I can shake visually, you know, if it's too low, too high. So I get it perfectly aligned, so it's exactly the same position as the other. Yeah, perfect. Shifters. Hear that noise. They're like friction shifters, but with like ratchet mechanism from Pirouette. Again, really nice parts. Like that. So satisfying. The feel is amazing. Love those. Ready? No ferrule for that, because the ferrule doesn't fit into this. I know sometimes old bike here. This ferrule on this side. Tuck it like that. Okay, the sensor chain, which are already sized, by the way. I'll put a link to the Parktool video, which explains like how to put the correct lengths. So it goes to the front. Up. This. Okay, let's set up the derailleur. So we pull really tight. And there's no indexing. This is friction shifting, which is really easy to set up. Let's test it. Just a limit screw here. Yeah, triple, they are gonna rub a bit, especially if you're on like small or big. And now I'm going to install the bar tape. I bought those really nice new boom, brownish color. And for the plug, I got this Brooks. I just have this in stock, so just gonna plug that in. And the finishing touch, I just add some electrical tape, prevent it from undoing itself. There we go. And for the cables, I bought those really nice braided cable. I always get those for kind of vintage restoration, classic. They just look really nice. So the bike is going to be set as British, so the right brake is going to be on the front. So you want a nice curve here, like that. So this is gonna go here, that. So ferrules, I'm not gonna put ferrules because it doesn't fit. Like there's already a cable stopper inside. So we'll just have to put the cable straight like that. Just gonna make sure that it's a clean cut. And yeah. I'm gonna tidy that up. You just file them up. Now it's much cleaner. So it just sit nice and flat. Yeah. This is a cool feature, that's a quick release on the lever. So if you push it like that, it gives you like more cable. And I'm going to thread it through the cable hanger. There you go. I'm going to use this tool, it's a third hand. There you go. Pretty good. Now you can adjust the tension a bit here. There's not enough space to put the tool. Around the thing to keep it in place. I can set up the brake. I'm going to install the pedals. As usual, grease. And the last part is the hero part, is the FL ball cage. Looks really nice. There you go.